Good evening. Am I audible to everyone? So Jagadish, good evening. Shrikant, good evening. Venkatesh, good evening. Karthik, Sunil, good evening. Mahesh, good evening. Am I audible to everyone? Please respond. Yes, Naga, good evening. Saraswati, good evening. Yes, good evening everybody. Raju, good evening. Manideepa, yes, good evening everybody. Sharad, Saraswati, yes, good evening. What we discussed yesterday, yes, Jayashri, good evening. What we discussed yesterday, please respond. I am audible, right? Yes, what we discussed yesterday. Yes, what we discussed yesterday. Please respond what we discussed. Yesterday I started with HTML. What do you mean by hypertext markup language? Yes. So the entire language is based on tags and attributes. So what are all the different types of tags we discussed yesterday? Yes, please respond. What are all the different types of tags we discussed yesterday? Yes, whatever I discussed yesterday, everything is clear. So what are all the different types of tags we discussed yesterday? Yes, I was discussing with you about HTML. Yeah, what are all the different types of tags and attributes I was discussing? Yes, I was discussing with you about header tags. What are all the different types of headings, different levels of headings? I gave you some simple examples. So for first 2 days, I was discussing with you about Python language. I gave you an introduction to Python. So what is the use of this and what is the conditional statement? So I was discussing some basics about Python language. And then yesterday I started with HTML. What do you mean by hypertext markup language? So what is the use of this language? As I was telling you, everything is becoming online. Number of online transactions are increasing. So whenever I want to develop any web page, for example, you can consider an employee registration system. You can consider a student registration system, hospital management system. So I can go for this HTML, hypertext markup language. So what do you mean by this HTML? Hypertext Markup Language. Clear with this? So everything is based on tags and attributes. The entire HTML language is based on tags and attributes. For example, whenever you want to define some paragraphs, you can go for this P tag. So it should have a starting P tag and a closing P tag. Clear with this? So you can write any type of paragraphs whenever I want to. So you have different types of tags. This is one more simple example. So whenever I want to write any of the HTML coding, so it should have a starting tag and an ending tag. So it starts with angular brackets. So whatever type of HTML coding I want to do, so it should have a starting P tag and an ending P tag. So let me just show you a simple example of this. So I am just having this starting P tag. So it's having this paragraph, contains a lot of lines. So in the source code, so I am just typing something, so you can have a starting P tag and a ending P tag. So whatever I want to display, so you can just display here. Say for example, I am saying welcome to Python full stack HTML. So whatever I want, so I can just write here. Welcome to Python full stack. So it is having a starting P tag and an ending P tag. So I am saying welcome to Python full stack. So this is a Python full stack course. So it's having a starting P tag and an ending P tag. And then I am saying HTML. I am just typing as HTML. So it's having a starting P tag and a ending P tag. Clear with this? So what is the use of this paragraph tag? So whenever I want to define any type of paragraphs, it should have a starting P tag and a ending P tag. So this is my starting paragraph tag and this is my closing paragraph tag. So whenever you want to save any of these HTML documents, so for example, I am saying it should be saved with .html extension. So if you are going to double click this, so you can see here, so whatever I type, so the result can be displayed in my web browser. So welcome to Python full stack. So HTML, so this will be displayed in my web browser. Clear with this? So in this way, whatever type of design, so whenever you are developing some big web pages, so whatever you want to design, so for that you can use different types of tags and attributes available in HTML, hypertext markup language. So the entire HTML language, hypertext markup language, so it is based on tags and attributes. So what is the use of tags? They are nothing but the basic elements in HTML. And what is the use of attributes? They provide some additional information about my HTML tag elements. Clear with this? So this is my starting paragraph tag. So whenever I want to define any paragraph, so it's enclosed within angular brackets. So whatever type of HTML coding I want to do, so it is enclosed within this angular brackets. So I am having this starting P tag, so I am just saying here, welcome to Python full stack. So it is having a starting P tag and a closing P tag. So this is my starting P tag and this is my closing P tag. Clear with this? So similarly, if I want to write some HTML, so this is having this starting P tag and closing P tag. So what are all the different types of tags and attributes? Similarly, I have different types of tags. So far I was discussing headers. So you can have different types of headers, H1 to H6. So based on my sizing, I can go for different types of headers. And similarly, what is the use of paragraph tags? If I want to define some paragraphs, so I can go for different types of paragraphs. And there is one more type of tag, it is called as a HR tag, horizontal ruler. So if I want to include some break in my HTML page, so I can go for this HR tag. It is used to separate the content in an HTML page. Clear with this horizontal ruler? For example, so I have different sections. So I am developing some website for a supermarket. You can imagine. So everything is becoming online. So e-commerce website. So I have different sections in a supermarket. I have a sports section. I have electronic goods, mobile goods. So I want to separate them by separate rulers. So I can go for this HR tag, horizontal ruler. So based on my requirement, I can use any of these tags and attributes available in HTML. So if I want to insert some horizontal ruler, so I can go for this HR tag, horizontal ruler. Clear with this? So what are all the different types? So all these are the different types of tags and attributes available in HTML. So let me just type this example so you will understand this better. So what is the use of this horizontal ruler tag, horizontal rule? So inside this, I am having this H1 tag. So this is heading 1. So this will be, I am having a starting header tag and a closing header tag. So this is some text. So I am just typing some text. I am having this HR tag, horizontal ruler. So this is heading 2. So it's having a starting header tag and a closing header tag. So this is some text. So I am writing some text. It is having a starting p tag and a ending p tag. Clear? So whatever type of HTML coding I want to type, you can just see here. I am having this H1 tag. So you can see this is heading 1. So it is having a starting header tag and a closing header tag. So whatever types of tags I want to use in HTML, so it should have a starting tag and a closing tag. Whenever I want to define some headings, so it should have a starting header tag and a closing header tag. And this is my paragraph tag. So inside this I am having the starting p tag and a closing p tag. And horizontal ruler. So if I want to divide some sections in my page, so I have to go for this HR tag. So you have to save this with .html extension. Clear with this? So you can see here, this is heading 1. So this is some text. So whatever I am using, I can go for this header tag, I can go for this paragraph tag, and there is a ruler in between. It is called as a horizontal ruler. So this is heading 2 and this is some text. So it is having some horizontal ruler. You can just check here. So what is the use of this ruler? It is used for dividing, creating some separate sections. Similarly, if you are developing some website for a hospital, so you can imagine there are different sections in a hospital. You can consider cardiological department, neurological department, gastrological department. So you have different departments in a hospital. So I want to separate them. So based on my design, so I can go for, so what is the use of this hypertext markup language? So markup language, I want to, whatever type of front end elements I want to design. So based on that, I can go for different types of tags available in HTML. Clear with this? So what is the use of horizontal ruler? So still I have many other types of tags and attributes available in HTML. So it has got a starting HR tag. So it doesn't have an ending tag. 1 minute. So if you want to view the corresponding page source, just right click and you can just view the page source. So whatever I have written, this is the corresponding HTML coding. So you can see whenever I want to define any heading, so I am having the starting H1 tag. So this is heading 1. So I am having a starting header tag and a closing header tag. And inside this I am having this p tag. So whenever I want to define any paragraph, so I am having this p tag. So I'm writing some text here. This is some text. I am having a starting p tag and a closing p tag. And horizontal ruler. If I want to divide some sections inside my page, so I can go for this horizontal ruler. And I'm having this header tag. So inside this header h2, so this is heading 2. So I'm having a starting header tag and a closing header tag. Clear with this? So what are all the different types of tags and attributes in HTML? So then I'm going to discuss with you about line breaks. ID, so you can use Notepad. Just go to Notepad and type the code. For example, if I want to type any of the HTML codes, so far I was discussing, you can go to Notepad. So I'm not using any IDs for HTML. So for doing hypertext, you can go to Notepad. So you can go for HTML and whatever type of headings I want to do. So header tags and whatever type of tags you want to. So you can just include here. I am saying this is my HTML class, or this is a sample heading or test heading I am saying. So this is a sample heading. So I am just saying like this. Clear with this? And then I am having this paragraph tag, and inside this I am saying. So I am having something, say for example Python full stack. So I am having this inside the paragraph tag. So whatever you want to type. So you should have a starting p tag and a closing p tag. So whatever type of coding you want to do, so everything you can just type this in Notepad and go to file option, and you have to save this file. So p tag and whatever. So whatever I want to save, it is saved with .html extension. Clear with this? So whatever type of tags I want to, so after saving this with .html extension, just double click and you can just see your result in the web browser. Clear with this? So you can use Notepad. So I am not using any IDs for doing this. So I am just using Notepad in order to type any kind of HTML coding. So far I was discussing with you about horizontal rulers and what is the use of header tags, and still what are all the other types of tags and attributes available in HTML. So till this part everything is clear, whatever I am speaking. Yes, there is no closing tag for horizontal rulers. So some type of tags they have closing tag and some they don't have closing tags. So till this part whatever I am speaking everything is clear. So there is one more type of tag available in HTML. So this is called as a break tag, BR tag. If we want to insert some line break, so I can go for this BR tag. So I am having, it is an empty tag, so it means that it has no end tag. So this is called as a BR tag. So you can go for a p tag. So based on my requirement, you can use any of these tags and attributes available in HTML language. So far I was discussing with you about paragraph tags, horizontal rulers. So this is an example of a break tag. So you are developing some web pages. If I want to insert some line breaks, so you can go for this BR tag. Let me just show you a simple example of this. So what is the use of this break tag? Clear with this? So what is the use of this break tag? So I am having a paragraph. I am just saying. So a paragraph. So with line breaks. Clear with this? So I am having this paragraph tag. So this is a BR. For example, I am just breaking a paragraph. I am having a BR tag in between. Clear? So if I want to insert some line breaks, I can go for this BR tag. So I am going to save this in the desktop. So whatever name I have to give, for example, I am going to save this with .html extension. So once I am going to click the save button, it will be saved inside my desktop. Clear with this? So I am having this paragraph tag. So if I want to insert some line breaks, I can go for this BR tag. So I am saying this is, so I am inserting a line break. So BR, a paragraph with line breaks. Clear? So whatever type of HTML coding I want to do, so just open the notepad and you have to type the corresponding HTML coding here. So whatever type of coding I want to do, so you have to do the corresponding HTML coding here. So I am having this paragraph tag. So whatever type of tags I want to use, so I have to use the corresponding tags. I am saying this is, so I am leaving some breaks, a paragraph with line breaks. Clear? So once you go to the desktop, just double click this and the result will be displayed in my web browser. Clear with this? You can see here. So this is, I am having some break. So if I want to insert some line break, so I can go for this BR tags. So I am saying this is, I am inserting some break, a paragraph with line breaks. Clear with this? So what is the use of this line breaks? If I want to insert some line breaks, so I can go for this BR tag available in HTML. So I am saying, so this is, I am inserting some line break, a paragraph with line breaks. Clear? So what is the use of this BR tag? So this is one more important tag available in HTML, break tag. So if I want to insert some line breaks, I can go for this BR tag. So once you want to view the page source, just right click and there is an option called view page source option. So you can just view whatever HTML coding I have written. So you can just view in your web browser, whatever type of browser you are using. So I am having this paragraph tag and I am just saying here. So this is, I am inserting a line break, a paragraph with line breaks. So let me just show you. So what are all the other types of tags and attributes available in HTML? So till this part everything is clear? No, break tag doesn't have ending tag. So some types of tags has ending tags and some types of tags doesn't have ending, that is closing tag. So you can see here, so this is a paragraph tag. So this is one more example. So if I want to define some pre-formatted text, so you can go for this pre-element. It is displayed with some fixed font and size. So if I want to display some fixed text, pre-formatted text, so I can go for this pre-element. For example, in a banking sector, so whenever a person is entering, so if you are going to deposit this amount, you will be getting some, this is the rate of interest, or in a e-commerce industry. So whenever a customer is entering in, so greater than 1000 purchase, you will be getting a discount of 100. So if I want to display some pre-formatted text, so I can go for this pre-element. So based on my design, so I can go for different types of tags and attributes available in HTML. So the pre-element, it is displayed in a fixed width font. So usually I can go for different types of fonts and it preserves both the spaces and line breaks. So this is one more important tag, that is pre-tag. So far I was discussing with you about paragraph tags and pre-formatted text. So if I want to display in some specific format, so I can go for this pre-tag. So it's going to have a starting a pre-tag and a ending pre-tag. Clear? So all these are the different types of tags and attributes available in HTML. So let me just show you. This is one more example. So I am going to type this in my notepad. So I am having, for example, I am having Boni lies over the ocean. So I am typing some poetic lines. So my Boni lies over the sea. So my Boni lies over the ocean. Oh, so I am just saying, bring back my Boni to me. Clear with this? So I can go for different types of tags and attributes available in HTML. So I can go for paragraph tags, header tags. So I am going for this pre-tag. So inside this I am saying some poetic lines. This is my starting pre-tag and an ending pre-tag, closing pre-tag. So whatever type of tags, HTML coding I want to do, so everything starts. The tags, different types of tags, they start with angular brackets. So this is my starting tag, pre-tag, and inside this I am writing some poetic lines. So once I am going to, after typing my code inside my notepad, just save this file. Clear with this? So I am just saving this with .html extension. So once I am going to save this file, you can go to, just double click and you can just see your result in the web browser. Clear with this? So based on my requirement, I can go for different types of tags and attributes available in HTML. So whenever I am developing, you can imagine any type of website. For example, in a hospital, whenever a person is entering, so you want to display some fixed text. So you can go for this pre-formatted text. So you can specify some fixed font size and font family and color. So it will be displayed in the specified font. So based on my requirement, so based on my design, whatever type of web page I am designing, so I can go for different types of tags and attributes available in HTML. So once you are going to view the page source, so you can just see here. So I am having this pre-tag. So whatever type of tags I want to use, so I am just having this pre-tag. Clear with this? So I am having this starting pre-tag and closing pre-tag. So all these are the different types of tags and attributes available in HTML. So till this part, whatever I am speaking, everything is clear. If you are interested, you can go to InstaMojo and you can register for Python Full Stack Internship Program PFSMC2. This is the coupon code. Once you register for the internship, you will be getting access to the PPTs, the recorded videos, the project files, how the projects are being developed. You will be gaining more practical knowledge. Once you attend this masterclass for 25 days, you will be receiving a free webinar certificate, and the internship users, they will be receiving an internship certificate as well as a participation certificate. Alright, so registration fee comes around 1999 rupees, and after discount it comes under 999 rupees. If you are interested, you can go to InstaMojo and you can register for Python Full Stack Internship Program PFSMC2. This is the coupon code. Once you register for the internship, you will be getting access to the PPTs, the recorded videos, the project files, how the projects are being developed. You will be gaining more practical knowledge. Once you attend this masterclass for 25 days, you will be receiving a free webinar certificate. And the internship users, they will be receiving an internship certificate as well as a participation certificate. So the registration fee comes around 1999 rupees. So after discount, it comes around 999 rupees. So tomorrow there is going to be a hackathon. So the internship users can attend the hackathon. So they can get access to the PPTs, the recorded video, the hackathon. So if you are interested, you can go to InstaMojo and you can register for Python Full Stack Internship Program PFSMC2. This is the coupon code. Once you register for the internship, you will be getting access to the PPTs, the recorded videos, the project files, how the projects are being developed. You will be gaining more practical knowledge. Once you attend this masterclass for 25 days, you will be receiving a free webinar certificate. And the internship users, they will be receiving an internship certificate as well as a participation certificate. So the internship paid users, they can attend the hackathon. So once you are going to, during the hackathon, so you can just clear all your queries. So once you are going to attend this Python Full Stack Masterclass program, you will be getting, I will be discussing about some applications. I will be discussing with you about Django framework, and finally I will be discussing with you about some applications, how to develop a full stack website using Python and Django. Clear with this? So till this part, whatever I am speaking, everything is clear. So just take down this exercise. So far I just gave you a brief introduction. So what is the use of different still, what is the use of horizontal rulers, how to insert some line breaks, and what is the use of pre-formatted text. So still I am going to continue. Just take down this exercise. Use the correct HTML tag to add a paragraph with the text, "Welcome to the world of programming." Just take down this exercise. Use the correct HTML tag to add a paragraph with the text, "Welcome to the world of programming." Have you taken down? So use the correct HTML tag to add a paragraph with the text, "Welcome to the world of programming." So far I was discussing, so what is the use of grid tags, what is the use of horizontal rulers. So still, what are all the other types of tags and attributes available in HTML? Say for example, if I want to include some color, so styling elements. For example, if I want to change the background color, or if I want to change the text color, font size. So whenever I am developing some website, so I want to display the text in different fonts, font family or font size. or I want to change the background color. So whatever type of stylings I want to add, so I can use any type of tags available in HTML. For example, color, whatever style I am giving, so color I am mentioning here as red color. So you can see here, what is the use of attributes? They provide some additional information about my tag elements. So whatever type of tag elements I am using, so they provide some additional information about my tag elements. Here with this, so let me just show you a simple example of this. What is the use of going for this attributes? So whenever I want to write any of these HTML documents, it should start with the doc type declaration. So I am just starting this with HTML coding. And inside this, I am having this body tag. So whatever type of HTML coding I want to do, so everything starts with the doc type declaration. So I have to use the doc type keyword followed by HTML. It is prepended by a single exclamation mark. So whatever type of HTML document I want to do, so it should start with doc type declaration. It is followed by HTML. It is prepended by single exclamation mark. So inside this, I am having this paragraph tag. So I am saying, so you can see here. So inside this, I am having this style. So it is, so whatever type of stylings, I am saying I am red. So inside this, I am having this P style. Whatever color I want to, so I am giving here as blue color. So I am saying here, this is blue. And again I am having this paragraph. I am using this style tag attribute. So inside this, I am giving the font size. So whatever is the font size, I have to mention the corresponding property here. So I am just saying up to 50 pixels. I am saying I am big. It is having a starting p tag and a closing p tag. I have to close the body tag and the corresponding HTML tags. Clear with this? So whenever I want to define any of the HTML documents, so whenever I want to type any of the HTML coding, it should start with the doc type declaration. So whatever is the document type, so it should start with the doc type declaration followed by HTML prepended by single exclamation mark. And inside this, I have to use this starting HTML tag. So whenever I want to write any of the HTML coding, so I should have this starting HTML tag. And then I am having this body tag. And I am having this P tag. So paragraph tags. So I am normal. It is having a starting P tag and a closing P tag. So whatever is the style, so I have to include some attribute color I am mentioning here. So for example, if I want to include this property color, I am mentioning here as red. And paragraph style color I am giving here as blue. So whatever is the color I need to mention, so I have to give the corresponding colors here. And font size, for example, I am giving here as 50 pixels. So after typing this code, just save the HTML document. So I am just saving this with .html extension. Just hit the save button. Clear with this? So you can see here whatever type of font size I want to include, or if I want to change the font colors. So when I'm developing some bigger website for an organization, so I have different departments in a corporate company. So I have sales department, marketing department, admin department. So I want to display them in different colors. So whatever type of properties or customizations or styling I want to add, so accordingly you can go for different types of tags and attributes available in HTML. Clear with this? So from this you can just understand. So this is normal font. And once again I am going for this colored font. So I have this red colored font, blue colored font. So just right click and you can just view the page source. So whenever I want to define any of these HTML documents, it should start with the doc type keyword followed by HTML. It is prepended by a single exclamation mark. And inside this, so if you want to view the page source, just right click and there is an option to view the corresponding page source here. And inside this, I am having this HTML. So whatever type of HTML coding I want to write, so it always starts with the HTML tag. And I am having this body tag. So paragraph tags, I am saying here, it is having a starting p tag and a closing p tag. So I am having this style tag. For example, I am having this style property. So whatever is the color, I am mentioning here as red color. And whatever is the font size, I am giving here as 50 pixels. Clear with this? So all these are the different types of tags and attributes available in HTML, hypertext markup language. 1 minute, let me just continue. So if I want to add some properties, so whatever type of properties I want to add, so I can add any of the properties available in HTML. So this is an example of style tag. And it has one more type of attribute. For example, I want to add some property value, and if I want to add some background color. So for example, I am developing some web page. If I want to include some background color, so there is a style property. So I can mention the background color, whatever type of background color I want to add. So I can mention this property, I can add this property. So whenever I am going to define this property, so it defines the background color for an HTML element. So inside this, I am having this body tag and style property. For example, I am having this style. So a background color within the style attribute. So I am mentioning the background color as powder blue. And it is having a starting header tag and a closing header tag. Clear with this? So let me just show you a simple example of this. So for example, I am having this body tag and style property. So background color. So I am just giving the background color as powder blue. So inside this, I am having this header. This is a heading. And I am having this paragraph tag. So I am saying this is a paragraph. So I'm having this starting body tag and a closing body tag. Clear with this? So whenever I want to define, so you have to use this. If I want to include some background color. So I am defining this body tag and I am going for this style attribute. So what is the use of attribute? So if I want to change the background color or if I want to add some images. So yesterday I was discussing with you about image tag. So I am just adding the style attribute and there is a property called background color property. So this is the corresponding syntax. So style equal to within double quotes I need to mention the background color. So I am mentioning the background color as powder blue. Clear with this? So inside this, if I want to define some headings, whatever type of headings I want to define, so I can just define like this. Clear? I am just saying here Python full stack. And inside this, so this is my HTML class. So I am saying HTML. So after typing my code inside my notepad, just go to file option and I am going to save this file. For example, so whatever type of HTML coding I have written, so I am going to save this with .html extension. So I am just saving here with .html extension. Just hit the save button. So just double click this and you can just see here my result has been displayed in my web browser. Clear with this? With whatever that is stylings I have added. So I have added a background color of powder blue. So you can see here. So I have included one header tag and a paragraph tag. So with whatever styling I have given here, so the result has been displayed in my web browser. So with this, I am just stopping today. If you have any doubts, you can just ask me. I hope I am clear with my topics. Any doubts in today's topic, whatever I discussed? If you are interested, you can go to InstaMojo and you can register for Python Full Stack Internship Program, PFSMC2. This is the coupon code. Once you register for the internship, you will be getting access to the PPTs, the recorded videos, the project files, how the projects are being developed. You will be gaining more practical knowledge. Once you attend this masterclass for 25 days, you will be receiving a free webinar certificate. And the internship users, they will be receiving an internship certificate as well as a participation certificate. So the registration fee comes around 1999 rupees. After discount, it comes around 999 rupees. Any doubts in today's topic? Whatever I discussed? So you can attend the hackathon. So the internship users can attend the hackathon tomorrow. So during the hackathon, so we will take up a project and let me just explain. And if you have any queries, you can just clear your queries during the hackathon. So other than that, any more doubts? Yes, I will share the PPTs. So after this HTML, so it is going to be for 5 days and then I will start with the Django. Yes, I will tell you how to download the PPTs. So HTML page, so you go to Notepad, just click the save option. So mention the location wherever you have to save the HTML file. So own web page, so whatever designs. So I'm going to discuss with you about some more type of tags. So what is the use of form tags? For example, you can design some employee registration form. So based on your requirement, so whatever type of application you are developing, so based on that you can create your own web page. So tags are nothing but the basic elements. The HTML language is based on tags. Attributes, they provide some additional information. Today I was discussing with you about some stylings, right? So basically I have a body tag. If I want to include some background color, I have to use the style attribute. HTML is hypertext, a cascaded style sheet. Whatever I can cover in this 5 days, I will just cover. Swati, so font size. So whatever type of font size I want to display, so accordingly you can go for different types of attributes. So you can just mention using this property. I was telling you, right, font size 50 pixels. So whether it should be so big or smaller. So accordingly you can vary your font size. You can go for paragraph tags. Yes, I will say, share the PPTs. Any more doubts? You can go for paragraph tags. Alright then. So remaining things we will see tomorrow. Same time, same link. Thank you all. So image tags. Yesterday I was discussing, right? So inside this, for example, I have included one image. You can just see here. You are able to see my web browser. So this is how I can include some image. So you have to use the corresponding property. If you want to change the font color or if I want to increase the font size. Yes, you have different levels of headers. Yesterday I was discussing various levels of headers, right? Any more doubts? Alright then, so this is the corresponding link for adding an image. You are able to see my browser. So whatever image source, you can see I have added one image like this. Background color, you have to use the corresponding property. Background color property. You can view my PPTs. Alright then. You can go for video tags, status. Alright then. Remaining things we will see tomorrow. Same time, same link. Thank you all.